Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rafia Amjad and I'm here to teach you the subject of science of class 2. So the unit 1, we are going to start with unit 1 and the unit name is Natural Environment and Resources. Let's get started from page 1. We will start the reading of unit 1. So the name of the unit is Natural Environment and Resources. Let's get started with the lecture. Environment refers to all the things around us. Allah Ta'ala has created natural resources such as land, air, water and the sun for the survival of humans, animals and plants. All these are called natural environment. Here we are talking about environment and natural environment. Which things makes up environment are the things that are around us, and these things are created by Allah for the survival of humans, animals and plants, and these two makes up natural environment. Here I will like to add some interesting information. In our earth 71% is water and 29% is land. Like our earth is in circle and we have different continents in it, and the areas which are covered by the water are called oceans or seas, and the areas where we live is called land. Now let's move to the page number 2, and the topic here which we are going to cover is natural resources and their importance. Here we will firstly discuss types of resources, which are natural resources and man-made resources. Natural resources are those resources that nature has given us. Basically, these are resources that are created by Allah Almighty. There are many types of natural resources which are very important in our life. The sun, wind and water are main natural resources. The importance of natural resources is as follows. Here we will firstly discuss the sun, that is the main natural resource, that is the center of solar system. As we all know that solar system is made up of 8 planets and sun is the center of that solar system. The sun is the main source of heat and light on the earth. It means that the source through which we get heat and light is the sun, and the sunlight helps plant to make food. Like plants grow food with the help of sunlight. The second one is water. Water is a precious gift of nature. We need water to survive. Water is also very important for plants and animals. That is, as we all know that we humans can't live without water for 7 days. The legitimacy of the human body that we can survive about water is 3 days, and for food is 7 days. Later we are going to move on to the wind or air. Air is very important for human, plants, animals and other living things. That this is the basic element. That was the reason why the humans were able to survive on the earth. And as you all know that air is made up of different components, and one of that is oxygen, that is used by humans or living things for breathing. Air is present everywhere on earth. Now what we are going to discuss here is the concept of how we generate electricity from the wind. As we move on to the page number 4, we see windmill. We have windmill. Windmill is a kind of a building that has fans, kind of a fan roping around a circle. Now when the air moves, the fans of this windmill also move, and through this we have batteries attached at the back, and through which the electricity is generated. Now moving on to the page number 3 back, we will say a plane can fly with the help of wind. Now how this happens, just like the flying bird. Moving on to the page 4, as we have the picture of flying bird, just like a bird moves in the air, on the same channel and the way the air makes the plane move. Now moving on to the page 4, we have discussed the formative assessment earlier with the concept of wind and air. We are going to discuss the concept of earth. Among all the planets, earth is a home for all living creatures due to the presence of air and water. We have earlier discussed the concept of water and air. Here we are continuing with the same concept, which makes earth a home for living creature. The basic presence of air and water makes it possible for humans to breathe and live. Now we live on the earth by making houses and grow crops to eat food. Now we have on earth we have clay on which by using which we grow crops, and we use that crops to mend it, and then we mend it in a form of food. Earth also contains other resources such as fossil fuels, which provides us coal, natural gas and petroleum. Now here I will like to discuss the concept of fossil fuel. What basically the fossil fuel is. The fossil fuel are the decomposing material that are embedded on the surface of the earth for million years, and later they convert into the natural resources, that is coal, natural gas, petroleum. Other than that, steel, iron is also the form of fossil fuels. Moving on to the page number 5, here we will discuss the concept of clay. On the earth we have clay that is present in different types. It has different colors basically. Now what is the use of clay? Clay is used to make toys and utensils that are used in our daily life. Toys are used by children to play, and utensils are the things that we use in which we eat basically. Now moving on to the minerals, that is the concept number 5 on page number 5. Allah has created many resources under the earth which are called minerals. That is, these minerals are embedded under the earth, in the layers of the earth. Minerals include iron, salt and precious stones from which we make various useful items. Now these minerals are, here we have discussed iron, salt and precious stones. We use them for making different useful items. Iron is used to make different pipes, doors or windows. Salt is used in our daily life, without which we can't cook. And the precious stones, like we use these precious stones in jewelry like gold and silver. Now moving on to the page number 6, we are going to discuss the concept of iron as we discussed earlier. Iron is used to make pipes, doors and windows. Just like in the picture we can see the pipes, the doors and the windows. Now here we will like to discuss or explore why do we not drink seawater. Because seawater contains salt and it is too salty for human beings. It is not possible for us to eat. Now here we will discuss the interesting information. Forests are also a precious gift from Allah Almighty. We get wood which is used to make furniture and many other items from forest. We get herbs and food from forest. Forests are also the habitat of wild animals. What is basically the forest? Two things makes a forest. One is the living thing, that are wild animals that live in the forest, and the plants, the presence of different types of herbs, plants and trees, that makes up the forest. Now what we use, what is the use of forest? From the forest we get different types of herbs and different types of wood, just like timber and fern, and that wood is used for making furniture. And from that trees we also get different types of herb that is used for making medicines. And as we discussed earlier, that forests are habitats of living animals, like they are the home to wild animals. Now here we will like to discuss that paper is made from the wood of the trees. Okay, let's conclude the unit 1. Here we have discussed about the natural environment, the types of natural resources, in which we have discussed sun, air, water, earth, and at the very end we have discussed the minerals. And here we also discussed some interesting information in the form of different concepts. Now here I will like to show you how the sun is the center of your universe. Like this is your sun, and around the sun different planets are orbiting in the form of circle, in the shape of circle, like this. The first planet that is present closer to the sun is the Mercury, then we have Venus, then we have Earth. Now how the light of the sun reaches to the earth is that when the earth is directly or closer to the sun, in this like this, here we have heat and light from the sun, and it directly reaches to the earth when this earth is closer to the sun. Now I will like to also show you how the fossil fuels are extracted from the earth. Just like that, if we draw the earth, we can say this is the land and this is the water. As we have discussed that 71% is water and 29% is land. And we have also discussed that paper is also, we get paper from the wood of the trees. Okay, so I hope that you have understood the lecture very well, and I hope that you will go through the basic concepts and read the unit and will follow the hierarchy in which the concepts are given.